Magic the Gathering just printed a banned card, tweaked it, and then reprinted it in new Phyrexia, all will be one. Welcome back to my channel. I am Mattcaster Mage, and I do make Magic the Gathering content every single day here on YouTube, so if you do enjoy my work, please consider subscribing and joining in on all the fun we have here on the channel. I'm going to go over the new Phyrexia All Will Be One spoilers today, including the card that I wanted to bring up the most, which has got me the most excited. More to talk about, but I also think it's going to be very interesting in the modern format, which is where I think it's going to be seeing the most play. Okay, so let's take a look at all of these cards we have here today. Oh my god, this is going to be bananas. Let's see what we got. So, Sword of Forge and Frontier, that is an artifact. It's like the Sword of Body and Mind, Sword of Feast and Famine. It goes with the whole sword theme. This one is equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has protection from red and green. And whenever a equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play those cards this turn. You may play an additional land this turn as well. That is going to be good, mostly in the Commander format, but you never know. You know, Standard is kind of all over the place right now. I think this could potentially even see Standard play. You know, it's only 3 mana, so it's crazy that we're seeing cards like this just get reprinted straight into Standard. That's one of the reasons why I feel like Standard is going to be going away soon. It's going to be Pioneer direct. It's going to be direct to Pioneer, and then Modern is going to be like the new Pioneer, right? Because whatever's going to replace Standard, whether it is Pioneer or not, that's going to be like the Frontier format for Wizards of the Coast. Yeah, this set right off the bat looks very, very powerful. So we have a few uncommons here. Swooping Lookout, Jawbone Duelist, Apostle of Invasion. We got Sinew Dancer. We have Monument of Perfection, which is crazy. For 3, and you tap it, you search your library for a basic sphere. Or Locust, land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. And then for 3, Monument to Perfection becomes a 9/9 Phyrexian. Construct artifact creature loses all abilities and gains Indestructible and Toxic 9. Activate only if there are 9 or more lands with different names among basic, sphere, and locust lands you control. We get Atraxa Grand Unifier. So we're getting Atraxa again. So not just a Praetor's Voice. We're getting Atraxa Grand Unifier. Evolve Spinoderm, Capricious Hellraiser, which is a mythic dragon. This spell costs 3 less to cast if you have 9 or more cards in your graveyard flying. When Capricious Hellraiser enters the battlefield, exile 3 cards at random from your graveyard. Choose a non-creature, non-land card from among them and copy it. You may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. Yeah, that's going right into my Dragon deck. That's going straight in. Zenith Chronicler, we have Nimrazer Paladin, Carnivorous Canopy. So a few other commons here: Hexgold Slash, Anoint with Affliction, Mesmerizing Dose, Vanish into Eternity, which I think is going to see some Standard play for sure. It's an instant for 3, 2 colorless and 1 white. The spell costs 3 more to cast. If it targets a creature, exile target non-land permanent. This is going to be great removal in Standard. Mark my words. And here's the card I wanted to talk about the most today for these spoilers, and that is Minor Misstep. It's not Mental Misstep, which is the card that was actually banned before because it used Phyrexian mana, which is basically just pay 2 life and you can cast a free spell. Then you counter a spell exactly like this. Counter target spell with mana value 1 or less. So you can actually counter spells that people pay life for on top of 1 mana spells, which is going to be very useful, especially in the modern format. I think this is going to be a complete bomb in any blue deck. Seriously, as though blue needed any more tools to play with, they've got another, and it's going to be pretty powerful, especially in the modern format. Like I was saying, this was a card that was based off of Mental Misstep, and that got banned for obvious reasons. It was a free counter spell, which is ridiculous, but now you got another counter spell to add to any blue deck, especially in Modern, but I imagine this is also going to see play in Standard, which is crazy. Standard is just getting more and more powerful. It feels like every set that we've been getting from Wizards of the Coast is like pushed more for other sets, like either Commander-focused cards or Pioneer-focused cards, and it feels like Standard is not really going to be a thing in the future. I feel like with the way things are going right now and the fact that they're raising the prices of booster boxes, they're going to have to justify a reason for it. If people are only playing it in a rotating format, they're going to have to find new ways to push product, right? Like, that was the main thing that I didn't like about Standard, is the fact that I would spend all this money grinding away on these decks that would just rotate out, and then they were basically worthless after a while, though it is probably the best competitive play. If you're someone who really want to take it seriously, like go to a pro tour, then yeah, standard was the way to go. But nonetheless, I'd love to know your thoughts about these spoilers. It's just crazy. And I almost forgot, they're also reprinting Phyrexian Arena, which is insane, and that's going straight into standard. Let me know what you think about that down below in the comment section. And with that being said, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Use code Mattcaster for 5% off your order from Face to Face Games, Canada's largest Magic the Gathering store. Qualified orders get free shipping Canada-wide. Use our code anytime you shop at Face to Face Games to support the show and get the cards you need at a discount.